Well, hello all and welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would head to the south side of San Antonio and check out this abandoned Speedway. It's the San Antonio Speedway and it hasn't been used for about 9 years now from what I can find. So let's fly over and take a look. This is on the south side of San Antonio off of Highway 16. And we've had some rain, so the infield looks like it's a little flooded. I'd like to get low at this point, a little bit lower. I'm just taking a trip around the track to look out for any kind of overhead wiring. Cables, wires, telephone wires, electrical wires, anything that I don't want to run into. So I remember my mom and dad bringing us over to a race one night. I don't think we did it often. I think we only did it once. And I was young. I was probably less than 10 when we came over. I do remember it being fun to watch. There was several races that night, and this is a quarter-mile track. So they would do 10 or 15 laps around the track. There's also a drag strip that is associated with this, and I forgot to go look over there at it, but from what I've seen from the road, I don't think the grandstand's up anymore. Every time I look into one of those things, like all I can think about is there's a bunch of wasps up in there ready to whack you if you walk in there. So the Speedway was opened in 1977 after a team of 30 race car owners funded its construction. During the Speedway's history, it faced off against stiff competition from the Pan American Speedway located on the other side of San Antonio. Now, I had never heard of Pan American Speedway, sorry. And so I Googled it and took a look at it, and you know what? It's actually right down the street from where I live. I did Google it. The track is there. There is no grandstand. But I am going to go fly over there one of these days and check it out. It looked like it was a very short track, and it had a crisscross in it, so they must have done figure eight racing. Now, my thought here on this was to get really low and put it in speed mode and fly around the track. Well, I got down this low and all of a sudden I lost signal. I could not communicate with the drone, so I was starting to freak out a little bit here. The drone now senses that it's lost communication and is going to return to base or return to the home spot. I then regained signal with it and said, maybe we won't go so low this time. Now I put this in first person view, and basically that you can see here it turns the camera with the unit. It does take a little bit of getting used to, so it gets a little wonky here. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of practicing with that. It is kind of neat though. The track finally closed down around 2009, I believe is what I read. And then it had one final year of 2013. So it's been closed for about 11 years now. The property has been sold. So I don't know what the plans are for it, but I'm sure it'll have a big building on there at some point. Well, that's the San Antonio Raceway. Thanks for joining me again on this episode, and if you are enjoying yourself, hit that like button for me. That'll help me out. You can also hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. I will answer all your comments. Once again, thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.